And welcome to today's episode of Coffee with the Tigg and Friends. I'm your host, Dan the Tigg Kasinger. Uh, Sorry about this whole last week or so. Um, that's life. I can't help. Uh, I just come to find out that either my machine doesn't like NVIDIA products, or NVIDIA doesn't like using Windows doesn't like using older NVIDIA products. Um, oh shit, that's out of focus. I gotta focus that. So I will stop it and then I will restart it because it's the only way to refocus it. See, now we're in focus. So I can look at my ugly face here. Oh, you can't see that anyway because I didn't take off the other image show. So there you go. Let me take off the other image show. Turn on the display. There I am. Needless to say, NVIDIA and older NVIDIA. It was a friend of mine graciously gave me an older NVIDIA card. Okay, no big deal. That's what I thought. It's a little bit better than the card I have in here now, so I figured it would work. I come to find out that NVIDIA or Windows or the combination of the two don't work together when it's an older. Uh, it wouldn't install any of the older drives, and then of course when I tried to put the newer drive in, it said that I did not have a NVIDIA product installed. Whatever. So I wound up putting back in my original card, and everything's hunky dory. Actually, I think it's better than it was before because it's back to default, and before I mess with all the settings, so we're good. So streaming is back. I am on the Zoom TeamSpeak and also on my Discord voice channel. So there you go. This is Coffee with the Tig and Friends, Volume 110 for May 26th, 2019. We're still trying to do the 15 new subscribers on Twitch, 15 new subscribers on YouTube. As you can see, because of everything I was doing all week long, I could not spend any time fixing that up there. Actually, it's up here. So the Twitch counter is correct. The YouTube counter is not. I'm hoping now that I've got all this other idiotic bull crap out of the way. Not to saying that somebody being nice and giving me a video card is idiotic. It's just the idiotic things that NVIDIA and Windows. 12 hours of trying to install a driver. All I gotta say. That's registry cleaner. That's the display driver cleaner. That's safe mode. That's restarting my computer. I don't know how many times yesterday and the 6 hours in the previous day. Yesterday and the day before. I probably restarted my computer 50, 60 times minimum. Minimum. But that's there. Today, Monaco, I've not been awake long enough to check anything on that. Today's the biggest day in racing for, watching the three major series in the world. I didn't even bother turning on the TV this morning to see what was going on with that because my TV is my monitor. So, and I will tell you, folks, when you have a pug and your alarm clock goes off and the pug wants to crawl in bed with you because she doesn't always sleep with me. She sleeps with her mommy. She has mommy has fibromyalgia, so we sleep in separate beds. So she's got room to spread out, so she's not hurting, being confined. When the pug wants to climb in bed and lay down with you, you must do it. They are stubborn little creatures. They're not dogs. They are an entity unto themselves, or a class of animal all unto themselves, a pug. When she wants to crawl in bed and snuggle, you do it. My alarm clock goes off this morning. I get up, take care of business. The pug is sitting here wanting to get in bed. Okay, I'll lay down with you 15 minutes, no worries. Yeah, I'll stay awake. I woke up. Yeah. 2 hours later, I'm up. The snoring that they do, that's annoying, somewhat annoying when you're awake, is hypnotic when you're half asleep. So that's why I didn't turn on Monaco. Then we have the greatest spectacle in racing. I wonder who came up with that, really. Was it a marketing term and it just stuck after all these years? Um, but yeah, we got the Indianapolis 500 coming up this afternoon. I will be watching that, so the show's not going to be more than an hour long, if it's that long to begin with. Um, then after that, the World 600, Pepsi 600, World Coca-Cola 600, Coke Zero 600, whatever the hell they're calling it this year, is on tonight. So we've got for racing fans, and then there was the pre last night. There was a race, not a NASCAR truck, but an actual semi truck race in England or in Europe yesterday. There's a lot more racing going on than you realize. Just because IMSA's not running and all those other series aren't running this weekend, which is a shame. They should, to make it like the ultimate racing weekend in the world, for the world. They're not, but I don't know about BTCC or WTCR. I think they're called now. I I have a hard time keeping up with the three major series. I don't know how some of you guys keep up with 8, 9, 10 different racing series. Um, it's impossible for me to keep up with just the Cup cars, the IndyCar, and Formula One. I usually just wind up, and I don't even concentrate on it. To be honest with you, I love racing. I just my mind doesn't have the ability to keep up with that stuff anymore. I used to be able to. I used to be a big baseball fan, and I used to keep up with box scores. And now I can't keep up with three different series in racing. Makes you wonder what happens to the mind. Anyway, got my lovely Corvette shirt on. It's old, but it's a Corvette shirt. Got my lovely Tony Stewart hat on from a few years ago. Because I don't have an Indianapolis anything. I had the Brickyard 400 bag from the last time the Brickyard was sponsored by Allstate over there on the wall. But that's all. I don't have anything from Charlotte either. That's a shame, too. So, if you want to see that kind of stuff on the stream, PM me either at Facebook, here, Twitch, YouTube, YouTube, Facebook, my Facebook page, all the links, everywhere to get a hold of me is in below in the descriptions. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Stenad, or Delta. I go there about 3 times a week, so don't listen to me say anything in Delta. Just Stenad, I'm there every day. Nothing against Delta. It's just they don't talk a lot over there. Or Facebook. Facebook is definitely the best way to get a hold of me. Seriously, it is. It's on my phone, it's on my tablet, it's on my computer, it's everywhere. So, just going to cover some brief things here. This poll is still going on. What would you like to see me doing? Well, I just keep doing what I'm doing, even though I've added a few things. I'm probably not going to be doing Project Cars 2 just because the video card actually says I can't run it, but I can. So, but streaming it will be impossible. I think I can get a set of Corsa to the point where I can stream it, so don't worry about that. But even if I just have rFactor 2 is still twitchy, so even if I have just rFactor, Automobilista, and American Truck Simulator, NASCAR Racing 2003, I think I'm pretty well covered for stuff to do. I will never do Star Trek Online. I didn't like the 2 minutes I played it. 10 minutes I played it. Maybe I'll play it again offline, but that's for sure. The announcement for the show. All my bitching about the video card is in here. Last night's FIA European Truck Racing Championship winner there. I don't follow the series. I think it's cool as shit. I have the mod for rFactor. Of course, if you have Automobilista, there's a mod in there. Just a note to Zoom Racing World leader. We should have I'm just making a suggestion. We should have Automobilista on the server, and we should test these bad boys out just for S&Gs, or get the mod from rFactor. But I don't want to paint them up because I've got the templates and they look like a royal paint in the arse. But just to have a little fun with it. You're always looking for something fun to do. We've got the Doom buggies, we've got the Formula V's, we've got, and we could have these things. These things look like a total blast to drive. The unrestricted ones in rFactor. Of course, the sad news this week, and Nicky passed. He's going to be buried in his overalls, so his racing overalls. So that's, you know, that's cool as shit. His helmet's going to be placed on his coffin, but not in his coffin, from what I read. Of course, there's the beginning of May 24th. It took me, well, that's when I started at 7:05, and I worked on that till 1 o'clock in the morning or so. But yeah, that's that. I shared this because I was on my phone when I read it, and I wanted to read it where I could actually read it. I don't know if it's a for real thing or not. It might be. Brett Moffitt is a NASCAR driver from Iowa. That's why I shared it. It just seems a little weird. Ooh. Well, really, not my standards. So I'll have to delete that yet later. I don't know what that was. Okay, so don't worry about it. Yeah, there's more me bitching. This is the thing, and screw YouTube for yelling at me if I play this. But this is the new Automobilista 2 due out at the end of the year. I may have to buy a new video card for this. Let me start it over. My thinking, well, if I saw Madness at Slightly Mad Studios, that looked like Slightly Mad Studios logo. That does, um, that does, uh, now my brain's farting. Does, brain farts, brain farts, brain farts. I love brain farts. Does the Project Cars 2? I'm thinking they're having something to do with. This is just my interpretation of it. Um, I'm thinking it's going to have all the original mods from Automobilista 1 in it, plus other stuff. Yeah, my wheel's right here. Always on my desk. Um, I'm probably going to have to save my pennies to get a new video card so I can run that. That just looks um, like they did with rFactor 1. Automobilista took rFactor 1 and made it better. If you've never played Automobilista, you're missing something, because if you've played rFactor and were disappointed in it, play Automobilista and you won't be anymore. The only problem, it's not as modded as rFactor 1 is, but the mods that are in it are, it's like rFactor 1. You got your sim bims in here, even though they came out before and after. All of them are there. You got a set, of course, rFactor 2. I mean, it's like right between the two, and then I mean, Automobilis is just below it. I mean, it's just it's just phenomenal for what they took with rFactor 1. To me, these are my personal opinions. You don't have to agree with them. Um, but I have a feeling this is going to take rFactor 2 to that next level, because it's based on that engine, and just blow it out of the water. I believe, my thought is, this is me now, not anything I've read. It's going to have all the original content of the original Automobilista, and then it's going to have more. That's what I see. That's what my feeling. That's what I read, and that's what I take from what everything I say. I think this is going to get. This will be the first sim to give iRacing a run for its money. I mean, the other ones kind of did for, a month or two, maybe a year, up to a year. But this is going to be the first disc, even though we don't do discs anymore, off Steam sim that we're going to get. That's going to be major competition for iRacing and the big dollars. That's my opinion from what I've seen, from what I've read. Take it or leave it as for what it is. Buddy of mine uploaded a video. I joined a new group at Facebook. It's called DIY Sim Racers. These are all guys who design and make their own sims, sim pods. Interesting stuff, because I've seen everything from Momo wheels all the way up to the G29 in Logitech, and everything from, couldn't tell you the lower names of the Thrustmasters and any other companies out there. But I've seen lower, from the lower end right up to the high end, anything made from basically 2x4s up to somebody who's welds something. It's a cool site. It's a cool page to join. I would join it if you're interested in building your own sim pod, just to see what's out there and how to do it. And there's links to all the links that you couldn't find are there about building your own sim pod. And of course, my feeling on the new Corvette, Ferrari front end, Ford GT back end. Though my buddy Shane says it looks like an Acura RSX nose. This is an interesting thing. You got to go to Louise Cook's World Rally Drivers page. She's got a whole series of her doing energy drinks and how it affects her. And the funny thing is this last one, she doesn't do any of them. That's this one posted here. She's actually faster without doing an energy drink than doing an energy drink. It's a cool series to watch. I think there's like 5 videos of them on her page. I did ask her to kind of, didn't get a reply, of course, but I asked her that she condense them all down to one video, so you can just follow along instead of clicking on 6:20 or 5 20-minute videos. You do one, edit it down, but that's neither here nor there. I shared something I did from 2017 F1 or GPL. This is still on my Windows XP machine. This was done. I did this on, no wonder that was crap. But this is a video I made 2 years ago when I was still using. Oh no, wait a minute. This may have been on an early Windows 10 machine. Yeah, this was on a Windows 10 machine before they made it almost impossible to play GPL, which is sad. So if you want to go watch that, this is the 1955 mod for Grand Prix Legends. It was fun to run and all that stuff. GPL, I still have that machine. But that's updated to the point where every time I plug it in, I do have an XP machine I could plug it in and play it with, and it played fine on that. So if I ever get around to it, I will do that. Spotter's Guide for Indy, funniest thing I've seen in a long time. I think you get the point of what that is and what it's supposed to be. The NASCAR Hall of Fame class of 2020, I believe it was one-sided. If you look at the middle three people, some more news about the RF2 bundle and Automobile released the DLC before they released their thing. A hot lap challenge there. Still trying to figure out the other car. NASCAR announces their merger with International Speedway Corp. The truck, the spotter's guide from that European Truck Series. That's a good spotter's guide. Is always good. Just Formula Vintage One, Formula One. Again, look, the title. Or my brain hurts from configuring the new video card. I will not be streaming that. Grid 2, I think it's still available if you want to play it. It's kind of crappy, in my opinion. It is not a racing sim. It is a game. That's for sure. So, but if it's still available for free, go get it. It's worth having because it's free and it doesn't take up that much room. And I'm more or less for my stepson to play. Again, the news about Nikki. And then here's when everything was working fine, and then went to shit. There's my favorite picture of the whole week. Self-explanatory. American Truck Simulator was $5 on Steam there for a couple. I think it's till the end of the weekend. I'm not sure. I uploaded 3 videos. There's one of them. There's more news about Nikki, another video, and the other video, and how fat, just doing that. And then, of course, coffee with the Tigg last week was messed up because, trying to figure out the video card. But now, as you can see, everything is hunky-dory and perfect. Zoom Racing World is taking the week off. This week there was, we were supposed to have a little setup race, never came about. But that we're gonna do. I'm not sure what's on the agenda for next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Keep an eye out at Stanod. Keep an eye out on my channel. Keep an eye out on my Facebook about what's going on in Zoom. We will be doing the rFactor mod VTC, the VRC VTC C. The 2 C's, or did I say 3 C's? VTCC mod, which is basically a hybrid mod of BTC and the WTCC, or the BTTC 2 C's. Hybrid of the BTCC and the WTCC from 2012. It's kind of like a hybrid mod. It's a fun mod. Lots of fun. So that's what's going on with Zoom Racing World. The schedule will probably drop sometime in the next 10 days or so, probably. I'm not sure what Highbank has in store. Bill Highbank has in store for that series. He's been a little under the weather, so your thoughts and prayers to him to speedy recovery. That's why he's not here today. Tom's on a trip to see his family, being the holiday, and I didn't expect anybody to be here today because of the holiday and my woes with my card. They probably didn't think I'd have it fixed by now. Little did they know, I can fix AMD faster than I can fix NVIDIA. I've had more AMD cards and products than anything else, so that makes that why that bing bang boom. I'm done talking about that, by the way. Maybe, more than likely, probably not. So that's that. That's where we go with that. That's with Resume Racing Rumble, we definitely are doing the VTCC mod for our Factor 1. Probably going to be a combination of European and American tracks. Fun mod. Find some different tracks, hopefully. Hopefully race Mam in one of these series. I'd love to race one of my, or Greenwood. Actually, I would prefer Greenwood, even though it doesn't exist anymore, for an Iowa track because it's got evolution changes, and it's kind of fun, actually. But yeah. And of course, Delta this week we are going to Ontario on Wednesday nights. Again, I will not stream that because of the net code of NR2K, and satellite does not get along. It's like dial up. I'm sorry. I want to stream it. I'm serious. I really do. I want to stream it. I want to show that but I can't even race because anytime I'm near another car, it goes. As soon as I get to him, goes like this, and it makes it impossible to pass. Either his car or my car. Well, his car on my screen, goes like this, and I mean completely across the screen. Or to him, my car does that, and it does it so fast you can't. The net code will actually make you collide. I actually took somebody out last week at Charlotte, passing him cleanly, what I thought, but the net code and NR2K didn't say it was cleanly, so I wound up taking him out. I didn't get damage at all. I didn't get damage. I heard the scraping. I heard the banging of the metal. I heard it all. I pulled up the damage, the little thing that tells you if you need to repair your car. Nothing. I didn't feel it. I heard it. I didn't see it. I saw him spinning out behind me in my rearview mirror, but that's all I saw and heard. He wound up disconnecting after that. I did apologize to him. I hope he heard me. And you know who you are, so if you're watching, I do apologize for that. That's in that code. Unfortunately, they can pass me without an issue, but as soon as I go to pass them, anyway. So if you want to race past the Tigg, come race Ontario with us at Delta Sim Racing. The link's below. How to sign up for that? It's the NASCAR Racing 2003 season, 1969 ST by DMR modding, which no longer exists anymore, unfortunately. Dennis was a hell of a guy, or is a hell of a guy. He's not dead. He's still around. He just quit doing modding. So that's what's going on this week. Not much else. I didn't look to see who even won the F1. I could look, but you could look too, unless you're so desperate. Actually, I am kind of curious about who won the F1 race. So let me pull that up. See that I can do this. I can do this, and you can't see what I'm doing. Let's just pull this up because it should be here, right on the front page of their web page, website, whatever. Of course, Hamilton. What? Hangs on for an emotional victory. I don't. Miracle after tire struggles. That's the only thing that takes an F1 car out of a race is the pit crew or some kind of mechanical issue. It's not done by the drivers. I'm sorry. That's yeah. And the point standings are. Let's see how much he's leading this year. 17-point lead over his teammate. I really hope that they start falling apart soon, because I would love to see Max Verstappen, because he's only 4 points behind Vettel, and that would be a better championship battle than what's going on right now. Is if those two somehow manage to just lose all their points. Wow, Magazine's in 8th. That's surprising. Oh, it's because it's Haas for Ferrari now. Okay, well that explains that. I don't keep up with it, to be honest with you, as much as I should. Well, that's that there. So in a little bit we have IndyCar coming up. We've got the like I said, we've got the Indianapolis 500 coming up. I was clicking and looking and can't think at the same time and talk. I can't do three things at one time anymore. That will be on NBC. No, that better not be on NBCSN. Nope, it's going to be on regular NBC at 11 a.m. Eastern time. It starts, which was 2 hours, an hour and a half ago. That's 10:30. That's why nobody. If that's I didn't realize. Oh no, it's on at 12:40, 11:40. So it's on in like 15 minutes. Um, so I know nobody is going to be interested in watching me. So that's that. And then of course we've got the World 600 coming up tonight. So for NASCAR. So that's there. I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. I just want to get back to the regular streaming and without a hitch again today. Miracle. Um, Thank you, NVIDIA, for making my life miserable. Okay, so just to wrap things up here, um, there will be more streaming this week. Definitely more racing. rFactor 1, Automobilista. I will try a set of course. I may try Project Cars one more time to see what happens, but Project Cars 2 or Project Cars 1. Actually, I have both, so maybe Project Cars 1 would work a little better. We'll try that out. Um, uh, American Truck Simulator, of course, which will be a couple nights a week because it's just easy to do, and it gets me streaming for a couple hours, but and I enjoy it. So I know people find it weird that I enjoy it. The racers out there find it weird that I enjoy driving a semi truck game, but I actually do. It's relaxing, kind of, sort of, until I do something stupid. But, well, that's about all I've got for everyone today. I thank everybody for watching. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell on YouTube. Let you know the bells to let you know when I come online. I'll be announcing that like 5 minutes before I go on anymore. Announcing it a half an hour early is ridiculous. I'm going to just do it like in the 5 minutes before I actually go online. The announcing. I'll schedule it. Well, you can't really schedule it 5 minutes before. They want it half an hour before. That's why I've been doing it. So I probably won't be doing the bell thing anymore. I just keep an eye out. Join up with my Facebook page or my Tigg Live. It's the Facebook page group, the Facebook group, and the Facebook page. I have two of them. They're listed below. The live one will be eventually where I do broadcast live on YouTube when I get everything sorted out, situated, and everything else. Won't be for a long time though, but it's all set up and ready to go. But all the announcements of when I'm going to be, if you just want to join a page without joining a group, going through the interrogation, because I interrogate everybody wants to join my Facebook group. I do interrogate their Facebook page, and if there's nothing racing related at all on it or sim racing, I don't allow them in. So if you don't want to deal with that, just join the Tigg is Live, Dan the Tigg Live page. There's no interrogation. You just join it. Of course, if I see crap on there, I will boot you. But it's got to be racing related. It's or sim racing related. It's got to be what the subject matter is, sim and or real racing related. I hate to be such a dick about it, but there's enough crap on Facebook. We don't need another site, another page overrun with crap. Anyway, that's about all I had today. Oh yeah, on Twitch, hit the follow button. Again, we're trying to get 15 new subscribers and 15 new followers, and by June 1st, as you can see, I have it's this hand. The Twitch one works, the Facebook one does not. I will maybe figure that out this week. Now I don't have to worry about video card. We have, I think, with two new ones, three new ones on Facebook. It was supposed to get to 105. Twitches get to 100 or get to. I think it was. I think I started at 22. Let's get to like 37 or some crap like that. But if we can get to 50 on Twitch, I will do a Twitch only show, probably with American Truck Simulator with music playing. YouTube doesn't allow it. They go copyright crazy. But Twitch, from what I understand, I haven't tried it, I haven't tested it, says they will allow, that you can play music. I've seen other streams do it. I've seen little girls dancing and bouncing to real music and singing along. So we'll see how that goes. But that's about all I got for you guys today. Enjoy your barbecue weekend. Go to a grave of a fallen hero. Place a flag, especially if there's no flag on that one. Or place a flower. Honor those who died for the freedoms that we so wrongly take advantage of. I won't get any more political than that, but just do one nice thing and honor a fallen hero. Smoke be a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. And of course, it's not running.